okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford calls out Floyd Mayweather, exposing him for chasing a fight fueled only by money. Crawford makes it clear he has no desire to step in the ring with Mayweather and never even pictured such a matchup. To him, these kinds of fights aren't about proving legacy, but about stirring hype and cashing massive paydays. Crawford insists Mayweather now values money over competition, chasing exhibitions long after retirement. He reminds everyone that while Mayweather ruled his era, this moment is his own, and no money-driven demands will pull him from what he's already built in boxing.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
You like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Critics say Floyd Mayweather's recent return to the spotlight feels less about building legacy and more about chasing fortune. Once praised for his flawless defense and undefeated record, Mayweather now leans on exhibition fights that bring massive checks, but little true meaning to the sport. Observers point out how he constantly showcases his riches, hinting he doesn't even need these bouts for money, yet still seeks them out. Many believe this proves that after retirement, his focus has turned completely toward profit instead of real competition, leaving fans disheartened by the direction his story has taken.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right, he couldn't get going at the rate that he expected. But early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine, though, it's going to be a boatload of money.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley hasn't held back when speaking on the fantasy clash between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. In his view, Mayweather always had difficulties with southpaws, and Crawford's unique versatility would give Floyd major trouble. Bradley argues Crawford owns the very weapons Floyd could never neutralize: the switch-hitting craft, razor timing, and ring adaptability. He downplays Floyd's aura of invincibility, claiming Crawford's fluid style would pierce through his defense. Bradley even goes as far as saying Mayweather isn't that great against fighters like Crawford, igniting even hotter debates among loyal fans on both sides.
Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
On the flip side of the argument, plenty of analysts feel it's unfair to line Crawford up against Mayweather. They point out Floyd's resume is stacked with elite names from every era he fought. Crawford, by contrast, hasn't consistently faced that same caliber of opposition, making the comparison uneven. His accomplishments, while impressive, still don't yet carry the historical weight that Mayweather's career does. These voices remind us that Floyd's greatness is already etched in stone, while Crawford is still shaping his own legacy and shouldn't be lifted to that same pedestal too soon.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult delivered a daring take, claiming Terence Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather for one defining reason. He underscored Crawford's triumph over Canelo Alvarez, emphasizing that Floyd, for all his greatness, would never have risked a fight in the same way Crawford did. Showbiz highlights how Crawford climbed weight and faced a dangerous foe in his prime, while Floyd carefully calculated when and whom to fight. That willingness to gamble elevates Crawford's legacy beyond Mayweather's managed path, an opinion that boldly questions the myth of Floyd being untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been a middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even attempt to do.
Interestingly, Terence Crawford has grown tired of the endless comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He's been clear. He has no interest in chasing Floyd, reminding everyone that Mayweather had his moment in another era. For Crawford, this time is his, and instead of looking back, fans should embrace the milestones he's creating right now. He respects Floyd's greatness, yet firmly believes legacies shouldn't overlap. To him, the fixation on putting his name against Mayweather's is unfair. After all, Floyd is retired and past his prime, while Crawford is still in the heart of carving out his own reign of dominance.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
Danny Garcia, a fighter who has shared the ring with elite names himself, offered a careful response when asked who would prevail between Mayweather and Crawford. Rather than picking a side, Garcia suggested the clash might ultimately finish in a draw. He reasoned that Floyd's brilliant defense, paired with Crawford's versatile offense, could simply neutralize one another inside the ropes. Garcia's view reflects the mutual respect both men inspire, as many feel their gifts are so evenly balanced that even a dream matchup could never deliver a decisive victor. His words only deepened the already fiery debate between fans of both icons.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever at 147, that's tough. I don't know, a draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other, to be honest. I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than the world title.
Former world champion Shane Mosley believes Floyd Mayweather's size would ultimately betray him against Terence Crawford. Mosley explains that Floyd, though technically brilliant, is simply too small to absorb Crawford's power, reach, and versatility. He argues Mayweather's trademark defense could be unraveled by Crawford's stance switching and his ability to command the ring with sheer physical tools. To Mosley, that is the decisive factor. Floyd excelled when matched with opponents near his own size, but against a naturally bigger, stronger Crawford, the divide becomes overwhelming. His perspective underscores how size, not only skill, can reshape the outcome of dream matchups.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question in the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again, because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Showbiz the adult added extra perspective when weighing comparisons between Crawford and Mayweather. He pointed out that Crawford's win over Canelo ignited debates about whether his legacy already rivals or even surpasses Floyd's. Still, Showbiz warns against reducing the discussion to a single night, reminding that legacies are layered and cannot rest on one fight alone. While Crawford's triumph was monumental, Floyd's resume reflects decades of dominance across several divisions. For Showbiz, a true comparison demands examining consistency, opposition quality, and lasting impact on the sport. His measured view honors Crawford's rise, while still respecting Floyd's cemented greatness.
Not add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather. You're talking Muhammad Ali. You're talking, all those guys, Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things. Because they're small, they can go up weight classes, they can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight class, they fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did with Tyson Fury.
Trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards shared a refreshing point of view. He urged fans and media to stop forcing comparisons and simply let Crawford savor his recent triumph. Breadman stressed that Crawford's victory over Canelo was a once-in-a-lifetime achievement that deserves pure celebration without dragging Mayweather's legacy into it. He also called out the immaturity in debates where people constantly pit great fighters against one another. In his eyes, Floyd is retired and should no longer be part of this discussion. Instead, the spotlight should remain on Crawford's brilliance, giving him full credit without drowning it in endless arguments.
To Floyd.
Man, I don't really want to compare him right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And, and they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd to be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, and make up something just to, I got my opinion on, how the fights would go and, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And, unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have made, they kind of two different eras, though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know what I mean?
When it comes to Floyd, I don't really want to dive into comparisons right now. Not after everything unfolding with Floyd and Roy. They're competitors to the core, and before long, people pushing narratives could have Bud and Floyd frustrated at each other, even wanting to fight just because fans pit them against one another. Sometimes we need to simply enjoy the moment. It's a close matchup. Floyd does certain things better, Bud does others. But I'd rather not twist words or make up claims just to spark talk. I have my own perspective on how that fight might play out. But for now, the focus should stay on Crawford enjoying his greatness. He's a phenomenal fighter, and seeing all the immature chatter doesn't sit right with me. Especially when legends like Floyd and Roy, icons younger fighters admire, are reduced to taking shots at each other in the media over endless who's better debates. What matters is letting Bud live this moment. The fight never happened, and unfortunately it won't. They came from two different lanes, Floyd running with PBC while Bud, nearly a decade younger, carved his own path. Two eras overlapping, yet divided. And that's just something we'll have to accept.
Terence Crawford's going to win. I used to think that the size difference was too much. That Canelo Alvarez was like, man, how are they going to do this? He's 168, Terence Crawford's 147. But seeing what I've seen from Canelo Alvarez and seeing what I've seen from Terence Crawford, and while Terence Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, he looked awesome against Errol Spence. But to me, Terence Crawford is as good as they come. He's another all-time great. He's a legend. He's one of the best that I've seen from a pound-for-pound standpoint. But to me, Terence Crawford, he's older, but a lot less wear and tear. He turned pro in 2008, but he has 41 fights to his name. Canelo Alvarez is 63. Canelo Alvarez also has taken more shots, has been in more wars, quote unquote, whereas Terence Crawford was just beating everybody's ass for a very long time. And almost all of his fights have been one-sided. And two, I think Terence Crawford is going to beat him in September. I don't know how, but I think he's going to win.
The boxing world stays divided, with the debate refusing to fade. Countless fans insist Terence Crawford would topple Floyd Mayweather because of the risks he's embraced and the mountains he's already climbed, especially moving up in weight to conquer Canelo Alvarez. Others counter that Floyd's flawless record and defensive brilliance simply cannot be dismissed. Perhaps the truth lies in both men standing tall in their own way, each embodying a different era and a different philosophy of the sport. This never-ending debate proves just how deeply they've shaped boxing, each leaving a legacy that sparks both admiration and endless argument.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez to become the new undisputed super middleweight champion and achieving GOAT status of his era, a lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple options. The great man himself did state a move to middleweight division could be his next step. And of course, a certain someone caught wind of this. With this interview, Joanna Beck posted this with two emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Joanna Beck is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolute epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Joanna Beck versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Joanna Beck's next opponent, and that could be a huge unification.
Crawford's triumph over Canelo Alvarez is often hailed as the night that sealed his greatness. Jumping up 2 weight divisions to challenge one of the era's most dominant champions was viewed as daring and dangerous. Yet Crawford executed with calm precision and unshakable control. That performance proved he was more than just talented. It showed he was fearless, ready to test himself in ways few ever would. Experts agree this victory pushed him into the ranks of all-time greats. For Crawford, it means more than another win on his record. It defines him as a fighter who risked everything and prevailed.
Occasion to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul Canelo Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he's achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next? Let me know.
That wraps up today's video. Keep watching, and we'll be back next time.